weeks, the best anime of Friday. I think so. I really think the best anime this season. No, I'm just kidding. But it's like up there. It's up there. It's not as good as Kaguya-sama. You know, I really like Kaguya-sama, but I think this anime is one of my favorite. Definitely, I think it's really enjoyable. The Momo story I felt was quite. It was really good, but I mean, it's not really quick. It's hitting a track. Right? It really got the emotions. Gave her character development. Gave her backstory. It was excellent, really, really excellent. One thing I'm like a little worried about anime, what I do really like it, is of course, which I keep saying, right, the whole Team Hina, right? Like I am obviously Team Ru, way more than Algar, but for me it's like Ru, Momo, so we're here, and then Hina so far for me is gonna be nothing. Like it's nice that she's a teacher and and so on, but that's only it, right? Anyway, let's watch it. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But yeah, I feel like it's like I don't know. I think Hina's gonna have more and more development, right? Now that she's single and so on. That's for sure, probably. But like, I'd rather see him with Momo. Also, not a sister. Yeah, Momo is going for her that she is a non-sister. That's a positive. Okay, new character. Teacher. Feels like it's like yeah, sensei. Kan det bli like delinquent sensei? Yeah. What's he studying? You're a proper self-studying. You're an actually good student. Ah, it's a language teacher. He's like, you're reading some classic old book there. Wait, is this the new love interest? Another sensei? Whoa! I love it. Is it a bait? Is it some yaoi suddenly? It's like, maybe I can't get my other sensei with my sister, but this sensei I could charm. Is that his plan? It's like, probably not, but that's a great thing in Code Uso, right? He had 2 girlfriends, 2 wives, I guess, because and he had this like, best friend slash also love interest. That was good there. He never understood that, but it was good. Oh. And always the opening is amazing. Let's get that chat down there. No, this is all. There we go. Alright. That's often is really amazing. Yeah. Never a nice little extra part there. Like, obviously, it's gonna be between the sisters, right? That's the obvious narration. But I stand by that I feel Momo has a higher chance of winning right now. Not it was not related because the moment with her last week was really good. And I think it's a quick way to make me really like her as a character, yeah. And also really understand her. I felt it's a great way to explain why she was like, oh, she tries to find that, love, but she's like enabling bad, relationships and so on. Like a really good way to explain her character. It was really good. And of course, they also had they had a lot of moments, right? Ru also had a lot of moments with him. With Hina was like, I don't know, was she even in last episode? I probably get some hate now, but she like made a phone call to her when she was sick, right? Or to him, I guess, and he was like very out of care of her, right? And Hina was like an absent-minded big sister, right? In a way, that's her only take last week. Or maybe the mom called him actually. think about it, but or both. But yeah, they keep having moments all the time like this, right? They keep having, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, this is the shit that really keeps building up, right? They keep being more and more interested in each other, right? Yeah, then she's pissed off because she's. Yeah. Momo. What's that? Momo's line? Is the phone number? First basis, eh? Yeah, first name basis. Oh, the all Lena. Can we join, please? Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's. I guess she's like, whatever. I guess we can do hang along. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course they want to see the girl. Oh, it's a fan service. Good anime. Oh, good anime. Yeah. Oh yes. This is why I watch anime. Not abs. It's really weird now that there are 3 of them and they're like, yeah, nice. Was that enough for them? Poor guys, yeah. That was enough, I guess, for them to reach their potential. Yeah, that was like, I can go home now. What was this? Book club, literature club? Literature, maybe? Yeah, literature club. Oh yeah, he's off favorite. Oh, right. Well, the sensei he met earlier, of course, is gonna probably be important here now. As that sensei is probably the advisor of this club, right? They always have another advisor, right? And that sensei he's the language teacher, like Japanese language. He's very likely the advisor of the literature club. Like that, it makes sense. This is more clever for him than for his sister. Yeah, it's more that he's gonna join the club now, I guess, more than she will. Oh, it's like a faint voice. Oh, it's gonna be the 4th girl, right? Whoa, okay. Sensei, he is a delinquent sensei. I mean, he kind of gave that approach, but yeah, he is. I see. This anime, it's really, yeah. Of course, senseis do stuff with the students. It's, yay. She's the 4th girl of the opening, right? Yeah. So now it's full harem here. Now he has 4 love interests. I guess she's gonna be love interest somehow. I don't know. It might be true. It's like maybe, maybe. Yeah. Well, in his mind, that's what you do. Right? She says. I mean, I just feel like from his mind, or he's been fantasizing about Hina-chan for a year, right? So of course he's gonna be like, whoa, she's doing her sensei. Nice. Of course he's like. He's a sneaky member, yeah. Yeah. Sensei knows what's up. So is she doing sister? Maybe. I think regardless if she's doing sensei or not, she's gonna fall for him now, right? But he's gonna join the club, right? And it's gonna be his 4th love interest. Yeah, probably the only member. Maybe. Or he's the 5th member? Club publication? I don't know. I've seen so many other animes where it's like, you need to get that 5th member to be a real club, right? Like in the cheerleading anime Yellow, where they need that, for example. And also, of course, in Eurocamp, they also need 5 members to and so on. Yeah. getting that 5th member is a crucial number, right, for any club anime. Except Genshin, when you start with like 4 or 5 old people that live at the club, you can get rid of them. Yeah, they have like this older, people that kind of been there forever. Like they have 5 members because they can't get rid of those members instead. Yeah, oh man, she's gonna fall for him. They're gonna share their love for books, right? It's gonna be your only friend, pretty much. He's like Momo only has one male friend, is him. She only has one literature companion, which is him. So he's hitting all the right notes and getting a big variety of love interest. Yeah, now he's trying to help her get a club up and so on, right? What are you doing? I was the one trying to get a club, yeah. Nani? Do you do much in the literature club? Well, he's a member, I guess. Well, I still feel that the yaoi here is bigger now. He's like, he says he's really into him. It's a 5th love interest. Sensei. She's like, I see. So you're into your teacher again, eh? Could that be it? Is she like, I see you really like senseis. It's not about gender, it's not about personality, you just like your teachers. I see. A little too much, eh? Oh, she probably failed. I'm just she's failed because she's kind of yeah, like she's not really good with people, right? I think she's like a introvert kind of character. Yeah, poor girl. Yeah, it's definitely come off as like a little shy, right? And she lets books, so it's like a very classic trope there. Yeah. Oh, she's cute though. She's really cute though, yeah. It's kind of classic, nerd girl. You have to help her and get out of her shell and so on, right? She's that kind of character. He's gonna help her become more brave and assertive. So word for her. Could it be from her? He's like my 4th girlfriend time, or is it just kind of a love letter? Oh, so they write stories too. Makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, because what else would you do? Read books all the time? I don't mean that, but I mean like you have to do also some activities, right, usually in the club. So actually writing your own books, I feel that is more like a school activity, because you read books anyway at, I mean, yeah, I assume. Okay, she's an author. But just having oh, she's writing a love romance thing, but she has no experience in love. She needs his help. Oh man, yeah. He's gonna help me with research. That's gonna be it. She needs help with researching romance. Yeah, that's why she has like a male guy there. There's a lot of weird romance storyteller. Oh man, Sensei, he's the wingman. Sensei is so she goes for it for some reason. Okay, I guess he's already at like, I don't know, 2nd base or something soon here. This anime goes really fast with the development, right? He was in Momo's bed last week, so he might have sex with her tomorrow, right? Given this speed they have. Sensei's stern face is the weirdest thing. If there was 2 of them, it would feel a little more romantic. She was like, please do this thing with me. And now she's staring at them. It's kind of like, is she crying even? It's the first kiss, right? So it's probably her first kiss, right? Yeah. You sure, Sensei? That felt really weird. You were like, do it, kiss her. Well, okay, I think they're kind of very unlikely that she was kissing Sensei before then. Very unlikely because, I mean, that she's probably never kissed anyone, right? So she was crying. I guess. Oh, I've heard about it, yeah. Sensei rumors. I wouldn't be surprised if she's gonna date Kira's Sensei eventually, yeah. Ah, he's the greatest Sensei they have even. Ooh, flawless. There's probably alcohol in these things, right? There's probably some alcohol in those, yeah. Oh, will she join? I mean, she's also kind of a... Man, that position of his older sister there. Oh, she feels probably the jealousy. She's like, wait a minute. There's not a girl there, right? I better be there. See, that's Hina's part in this episode, I feel. She's there to give some nice fan service. It's nice fan service. But what's her character? She's just there, like, looking nice, yeah. She's just a pin-up girl, like, there's no story there with her anymore. Well, obviously the episode's about the new girl, though. Of course. But still, though. Oh, so cute, so precious. What's this thing? Like writing her a welcoming note thing. What can't she just... She's the literature girl, man! She follows library rules. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that was great. That was really great. Yeah, blame Tensei. Or all girls too, eh? Well, especially if he likes boys. I don't know, but he comes off as very, very into the main character. He's like a magnet of people's love interest. I mean, like, he is the protagonist in the anime, right? So of course everyone's like, yeah. Is Momo gonna join too? It's gonna be some weird thing. Yeah, all of them are together. He's like, wait, no. I have my new girl over there. You girls leave me alone. Yeah. What is this thing? All three of them in the same club? Oh man, this is gonna be some jealousy here, some envy, yeah. Oh, she's cute too though, oh my god. Now let's wait for Kiru Sensei to reassign whatever, so that so Hina becomes the advisor. So it's all four of them in the same club, right? And she's gonna be probably jealous too now, realizing that it's kinda his girlfriend-ish. Oh, she's a genius? Yeah, I just guessed that! Momo is genius! Come on, she's Momo! I'm best hero there! Bad boyfriend, yeah, that's last. Wait. So she always have a boyfriend? Just she go like really down then? Man, this feels weird now. So he brings his two other girlfriends to his third new girlfriend. Kinda, yeah. Like, this is obviously gonna create a lot of... Look at that. Look at her smile now. So she's pissed off already, right? Kinda jealousy. And Momo is probably feeling it too, but didn't see it yet, but yeah. And it's clearly there's gonna be a lot of confusion there now. I mean, am I the one hoping that the sensei is gonna yeah, and I guess he named it too, right? Oh, she's so angry now. I love her, the waitress. She always like, he just enjoys people's misery. Oh, she's sad. How interesting. Yeah. So I love the waitress. She's always is there in the background. It's enjoying their pain. I see they're fighting. Ah, yes. Yeah. You're clearly jealous or love interest him. It's the first time she ever loved anyone. I feel but she probably loved her sister before she turned a little mean, right? So he knows what's up. Yeah. Impossible making it. He's gonna tell her now. Oh, it's like my first love. What? Is the eldest son of some Yakuza? What is this? Suddenly, yeah, suddenly it's so weird. Like, yeah, I used to be in Yakuza, I was killing people, then I met my first love. What is this? This feels so random. I hope it's true though, but it's like... Yeah, it's younger there. And then his love, I guess, is gonna enter her on the car then. Could be this guy here, right? Yeah, he's pretty hot. Look at him. Oh yeah. Jin. Ooh. It's love at first sight, I guess. Yeah, he's like that guy. And what happened to? I was hoping it's gonna be like we fall in love, and that's why I left the Yakuza. How did he get to the bar? Whatever. I guess he'll explain how we got from that to here. He's met his first love, and that was when he was a criminal or something. That's such a weird anecdote. Ah, there he is. Maybe he died that's left Yakuza. I don't want to try to figure out the story now. I feel like maybe his love there, maybe he got shot right in some kind of war gang thing, and then he was like, I would never do crime again or something because they get people hurt. I don't know. I'm thinking that could be it, right? Ooh. Maybe a Hina moment for us. She was feeding him stuff before, I guess, but like, yeah. I read the manga. That sounds so negative. People keep telling me that the manga is horrible with this currently, but the anime so far is awesome. So I'm just relying on that. And I regret it. Well, I guess similar to I want to spoil, but Skuramble for me. I watched Skuramble. I love Skuramble. One of my favorite animes. I really love Skuramble. And then I read the ending of it after the anime ended, right? And like how some people got married and so on, because Skuramble actually gets married as a character and so on. I hate that. So if it's like that, I guess it could be like that in the manga, in the future in the manga. Because I mean, I could see it as in any other relationship anime, right, or manga. If the main character goes for the wrong girl, like obviously Team Miu is the best girl. If he goes for the wrong girl, I could see also regretting it. That's kind of how I felt with Skuramble. I was like, man, I love this anime. It was the best anime ever. And then again, then I read the manga, and like up with the anime ended, they didn't have like the relationship endings, right? How who was going to end with who and so on. And that was pretty much only what the manga was left with, and I didn't like most of the couplings. So I was like, man, this makes no sense. Yeah, I wish I'd never read that manga. Honestly, I would recommend reading the manga because it doesn't make any sense. But so far, the anime is awesome. Fourth girl here, though, cool, interesting character. And they're all gonna be together to it at the literature club. So I guess he just got her members. Maybe she's taking the good with the bad, there, right? She had her, alone time with the cute boy, but at least he got members for the club. Like that. That's good. Those scenes were good. You read some Hen instead, yeah. Some more perverted manga instead if you want that stuff, I suppose. But yeah, let's do the review. I'm just gonna moving the screen a bit. But I don't know, John. I think a lot of people keep telling me. I have a lot of them on Discord channel if you want to join that, right? But basically, a lot of people on my Discord channel both fought over this, and generally, a lot of people are like, "No, this is a horrible anime because the manga is so bad right now." And I'm just like, I don't know, man, guys. The first episodes, I was like, I've seen one of the episodes now, and it's really good. The first episodes, I was like, I guess the man could be horrible in like 20, 55 episodes. But so for the anime, it's never gonna get there, right? So the anime not gonna get there. And I would say this thing, completely unrelated to if the manga is bad or not. I very much doubt get a season 2 right. Just because this kind of animes, they very, very rarely do they get a second season. Just kind of how the market is, right? So you get like one season to boost the sales and the manga, and if it's incredibly well, it will do a second season, but it takes a lot of that. So even if regardless how good the manga is at this point, the chance of a season 2 is probably extremely slim. So basically my point is that the anime is probably never going into the part people hate, right? So this anime is probably never going to reach the part people are complaining about. Very, very unlikely this, because it's like the chance of season 2 is so low, and even that isn't good that far, right? But I don't know. I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to speculate too much. But before I get into the review part here, I guess I just hope that's it. I hope that the writing is just becoming bad. Obviously, any author could fail, right? It could be awesome in the beginning. Look at like Bleach. Bleach poster in Bleach. Yeah, I see the feet there. Yeah, look at like Bleach for example. I love Bleach. The first, I actually read Bleach and watched Bleach weekly from day one when it started, and I loved it. And then we got to like the arc 3, I guess we call it, like the first main arc ended, and I was like, you just went like, poof, and then you just went. And then, yeah, like it started really well, right? And then it just crashed, right? So that happens sometimes. But I hope that in this anime it's more about, because it's a very relationship anime, right? I hope that it's a teaming that's the wrong thing. Like the harem anime, the guy picked the wrong girl. I think the one thing, general thing that I would love to see in more harem animes, and general relationship anime and so on, right, with like a triangle drama and so on, is that the guy would not pick the first girl, so to speak. Yeah, because there's this one thing, there's a very, very tropey thing. For example, I watched Gubutani yesterday, the quintuplets, and like it feels like Ichika right now, number 1, she's the best girl, she's quite into him, and Miko, of course, the other 2 definitely doing them off with main character, but it's just like there's underlying narrative form there where you feel that the first girl he met, the actual sister he first hang out with, his actual like friend of them, so to speak, before they started the whole actual business, she feels at the end goal no matter what. It's a weird way because she's always kinda there. She doesn't have the focus the other one has, but she's always kinda there, right? And I just feel that that's like Love Hina, it's the same thing. They have like 6, 7 girls, but it's always the main girl is kind of there, right? It's like that. Tashimoyo, and so on. But anyway, so here I feel something. Well, so my favorite girl, I'm talking about here, the teaming, is definitely Team Rui. I keep saying Ru, like Ru, but Rui, yeah, by far. And I think she's the one that makes the most sense in the anime. By far the most sense, because she is so much more. The relationship of them is so much more built up so far. Like this far, but I really mean that, because 6 episodes and half the anime, right? And the time frame they have spent here, the time frame they have spent off these different 4 girls. So just generally, let's start like this. Okay, review Domestic Canips 6, right? That is a spoiler, I guess then. But yeah, it's like, if you're at this moment right now here in the anime, we have 6 girl now, or I'm sorry, 6 girl, I mean the 4th girl, right, episode 6, that's halfway through, and so Team Team Miu. How good is Team Miu? I would say this thing right away. I felt that Team Momo last week was much stronger, okay? I felt that Momo had much more development because she kind of got her sad past a little bit, right? They had a much more romantic interaction. Not just they kind of had sex, almost had sex. They just kind of canceled in the end, right? But because he kind of didn't do it with her, and then had like almost a romance. It went from the physical to the Rome and so on, right? So I think it was a very good episode in that sense, building them up. This episode 2 it builds up Miu partially, but not really. This episode is more like it's pretty clear why Miu would fall for him, because he's the only one that's like nice to her, except Sensei in a sense. Not people are mean to her, but with like in Momo's case, but more that she's like a shy person having no friends, right? So where Momo was more like this, everyone hated her, but Rui and he didn't, so that's why she liked him, right? The time started. Where in this case instead it's more like, well, she just has no one caring about her, no enemies or no friends, right? She's kind of people are indifferent to her, the shy girl at the corner, right? And kind of the edge of the city, so to speak, right there. And she is the one then getting her first friend in a way, more than a boyfriend, right? So it's very clear what she would fall for him, very very clear. And then of course she's like, oh, she's cute, and we have similar interests and so on, right? So yeah, like I think it's a pretty good episode, but I felt that Momo went really quickly into more like a romance thing. They could have just developed it a lot more. But also I think the Momo thing gave us more of her as the character. More than the tropey this thing, yeah. This thing here feels, in my opinion, I'm not a strong team Miu then so far, because she felt very tropey, cliche, I guess, in a way. Not bad, not like bad, but it's like, okay, she's the nerd girl with no friends, she's shy, she can't give out the post. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I've seen it attempted before, right? And she might obviously be some people's favorite character. I see why. She's very like that kind of more thing, right, so to speak, generic more in that sense. But I didn't feel like she had motivating him to love her back, right? For Momo, that's much more like I felt like a great moment here for them in the ending. And that being said, though, I am still Team Rui by far, right? As I always talk about. I'm always like, but she's just. Because as in every episode, they always build up her. And I mean, in my vision, it's obviously a harem romance anime, right? Generally, as a genre, but it's not much of an equal harem. I feel like Momo had like a rocket start there, right? Momo had a rocket start, but Ryu has every episode is about her falling more for the main character, right? And he's like, oh, she looks kind of jealous of me. That was kind of cute, but also kind of obvious. Like they keep having those like little romantic moments all the time, right? So if I'm looking at this thing, if I had never had seen an anime before in my life, I would argue for objectively looking at it, not like a harem genre, but just looking at, okay, I think that she is by far leading, right? Insanely leading, because they keep having that, and she's clearly the main character, the main female character, and all the three are just kind of there. But that's how I would describe it if I'd never seen an anime before in my life. Now, given that I know how this genre usually is, I'm like, well, it could start like this, but then in like the 25 episodes could be on about Hina after like episode 25 for like 5 years. So, given that I've seen pretty much every other similar anime I feel ever, because I put another review, but one of my first anime in my life was Tensho Moyo. Tensho Moyo and Star Singer. My first two animes, then probably like Sailor Moon. But yeah, so Tensho Moyo was the first original harem anime, relationship anime. So for me, that's anime, yeah. So I see pretty much all harem animes and similar animes, to Tensho Moyo so on, since Tensho Moyo. And that was it's about 88, so that. So we're talking like 30 years of anime. So with that kind of genre, yeah, I literally see all of them. Binge watch every one of them. Not even joking. so I have seen how this can start like this, and then you can just go to Team Hina, and then you stay at Team Hina for like a year or 2 episodes. It wouldn't surprise me. But so far, why I'm not Team Hina, and I would say this thing. Would I say Team Hina because the physical attractiveness, I'm also Team Hina, like physically attractiveness. Yeah, if I looked at that, I agree on that. But when I look at the narration I have so far from the anime, I feel like Hina first she had an affair, right, and that's over now. But that for me is undermine her, the teaming of her, right? So you know what I mean? Like she used, like I liked her, and then I found out she's having some kind of relationship with some guy who's married. That obviously increased her the scale, right? And then she got out from that, but she didn't go up to the same value, right? She was like 50 points. Then that was revealed. Then she went up like 20 points, and then that was fixed. She went up by 10 points, 30. So for me, I feel I'm less Team Hina. Episode 1, I was more Team Hina than I was after the whole affair thing. That introduced her as a love interest for me, right? Because that is weird to me. And also because it hasn't been much about that, but we know that her mother divorced her father, right? Because he was cheating on her mom, right? So she's also coming from a broken family where her father was cheating on her mother. That's what I understand, at least, of the storyline. Wasn't really explained that like in detail, but that was quickly explained earlier, right? So that to me also even more argue that she should be against, dating someone that's married and so on, right? So I'm just like, that. And the thing is that I could easily, I could forgive Hina, but the anime so far has given me any reason to increase my likelihood of her, because right now I'm kind of like, she's not going down, but there's like no scenes with her. I said it earlier as well, and I said it before the episode started. I was like, I'm surprised. I said it, probably was saying it for 2 weeks now, but there's just not Team Hina anymore, and I stand by that. I mean, I can understand someone read the whole manga. It's like Team Hina, she's the best, but for an anime watcher, I would objectively say that makes no sense, because Hina she had a fair thing, and after that there's been a second scene with her, right? This episode had her feeding him one thing, and that was like, wow, that is some mean thing, right? Yeah, she also fed her sister the same thing. That was one thing we had. Yeah, and they looked her with kind of short body shapes. It was like a good fan service scene. That's it, right? Last episode, she wasn't in the episode. This episode, Hina was there to look sexy, definitely, like sexy fan service. And last episode, she wasn't in the episode. I can't even remember it. Like I mentioned, the call thing, right? It's like a very quick scene with her, like half a minute or more than episode. She was in the bath. This more episode, but that episode, she was in the bath in last or 3 episodes. I guess back very very quickly bath scene with her, and that's it, right? Yeah, like half a minute, and she wasn't in the episode. So honestly, I don't get Team Hina. I don't want to be like Hina, because I agree that she's obviously the most sexual character in like appearance wise. She's very very sexy, like physically wise. She's easily winning. Like she's way hotter than every other character. And who wouldn't like, I don't call it MILF, but like an older lady, right? Yeah, a cougar, whatever you call it, right? A nice sensei, yeah. But it's like, at the current, objectively, I feel that the other teacher has a bigger chance of yaoiing the main character than she has of getting in, because he's like, you're pretty hot. You're like doing these books. He's more flirtatious with the main character than she is right now. He was more into his business there than what she is, right? Not even joking, like he's like he's closer. 5th love interest, right? Kira Sensei. No, but seriously, like she's so little screen time. That I say it every week, I guess, but I say it every week because I feel it's the same thing every week. I honestly, I don't understand it. I love anime. It's by far my favorite Friday anime, one of my favorite anime this season. But I just don't get why the opening is like, look at this, 2 sisters fighting about the same man, Rui, Hina, they're running in the water. I love that. The opening is great, right? And we also have Momo there, we have Miu there, they're also kind of there for the love of the main character. But the opening already presents that it's between 2 sisters with the brother. Yes, it presents that's the conflict, right? It's like I don't know, Egyptian royal family household drama thing or whatever, right? Where everyone's like related. Yeah, that's the drama. That's definitely given for the ass. Two other girls on the side, but then when you watch the anime, the younger sister has like 9 out of 10 scenes. I mean, it's like number of scenes with him, and the other one has one scene at all. Yeah, per episode at best. And the other two girls have much more also development with him. So Team Miu I will rate as for long story long party. Team Miu I would rate as number 3, and Ryu again is number 1 so far, right? And but Hina is number 4. Yeah, that feels weird to me. Like, I'm not saying that Miu is a bad character, but like again, Momo I realized he really skyrocketed for Hina in my opinion last episode. But even this Team Miu thing, I feel also is more reasonable than Hina. Yes, he loved Hina as a child crush thing in the beginning, right? But what has she done for him lately? Right? Because this new character is like his new kind of like hobby. They have the same interests and they kind of sweet together. And they're talking. There was cool with the leather thing and so on, right? That was really cute. So I really feel like she also surpassed Team Hina so far in the anime. And then I have people here like to say like Team Hina is the best one, and so on, Discord and so on. So I'm just waiting for this. I'm honestly waiting for this moment where Team Hina is gonna like do that and like I don't know, seduce him and like, you know, I don't know, something that's gonna make her just jump ahead of other girls, or maybe we need to get her sister's level. So she has to take the aggressive stand a lot, right? Maybe, I don't know, seduce him at school or something. I don't know. I was waiting for something to happen there that makes her be a way more, like, in my opinion, honestly, like a more objectively reasonable choice. Because so far she has no scenes, right? Again, Team Miu went past her in my opinion. And people are gonna hate saying that, but I think she did. And at least in the anime. Yeah, exactly. But that's it's halfway through the season, right? I'm just saying that I'm waiting, but I feel how long do I have to wait? It feels kind of weird, I guess, in a way, that we're not developing. Like, in my opinion, maybe I'm really wrong here, but it might be better if they had developed Hina more before introduced the other two girls. Because now it feels kind of weird to me that I am Team Miu before Team Hina. Where I feel the narration is so clear that I think it's an opening, I guess, is a big part of it. But the narration, again, is so clear that it's not equal, right? It's like, I mentioned earlier, but I'm a big Tenshin Moyo fan. In Tenshin Moyo, Akane and Ryoko are clearly Tenshin's love interest. All the other girls are kind of there, but they're not equal at all when it comes to dating him and so on. Like, Akane has so much scenes, but yeah, the other like 5-6 girls, they have so few scenes compared to them, right? Yes, they're there, but these are the two he really picks from. Like when it comes to the now we have like the spin-off where he picks Ryoko, where he actually wins and so on. But that's not the story. The point is that in some those kind of animes, right, they really have like the main girls, right? And then we have other animes where it's much more like it's kind of equal. They're all just kind of like there. No one is really into him. They're kind of like, you know. Yeah, or they're all really into him. Yeah, like you have those three, I feel. And this anime here, I was option 1, where you have a few girls, but in my opinion, at least, the narrational standpoint, the only 2 girls, right? Like from the structural standpoint, right? From like a meta view of watching what the actual drama is, right? It feels like, would I hope Momo could win? Absolutely. Do I think that the rest will allow it? Absolutely not. Like, I would be extremely surprised if Miu and Momo could win from like the structural author standpoint. That they probably can't win. Like, you see what I mean? Like, I prefer Momo winning than Hina now by far, but I don't think she can win because like that's not how the structure is, right? That's what we're watching here. It's the difference between what is reasonable and what is like the narration is. It's kind of similar. It's a long review now, but it's kind of similar to Star Wars 7 and 8. They're not spoiling the Star Wars movies. One reason why some people hate Star Wars 8, right, because a lot of things that the 7 set up is then told 8 to be, it was all false, right? It doesn't matter anymore, yeah. And some people say, oh, it's genius, like they went away from the trope or something. But the thing, it doesn't work, because then the Seven spent so much hours building up the structural standpoint that it's going to be important, and then it wasn't important, so it makes no sense. See what I mean? So in the same here, Hina is built up to be the actual, this is my love, right? Between her sister and her brother, right? So that's the structural standpoint. So even if Hina doesn't get enough scenes, I just can't see how Hina wouldn't be the biggest competition, regardless of Miu and Momo, right? From like a narrational standpoint, from like how to write a book or so, right? Whereas people were pissed off that she just kind of got lower, right? And that's probably why I was sitting too and say I kind of like Miu, but also it's weird to me. I'm just waiting for Hina to get in there, right? Because it doesn't make any sense that she wouldn't get in there. See what I mean? Anyway, hope that's the review. So subscribe right for episode 1, guys. I'm gonna give it a short break, and then we're gonna watch Special Ops Asuka-san, right? They're very nice, friendly. Yeah, from weird romantic anime to teddy bears that are evil and they fight magical girls that kills everything, and it's a lot of blood. So very, very similar animes. Yeah. Anyways, hope to see you guys soon. Again, episode 1, yeah, and tomorrow, of course, Kaguya-sama, another amazing romantic